From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
I'm Mike Dennison in Helena. So, what's on the agenda for the 2022 elections in Montana? Well,
I'm Joe St. George in Washington. It has been nearly 1 year since the January 6th insurrection attempt at the Capitol. We take a closer look at what's become the largest criminal case in American history. What is the FBI doing? How are they making arrests? Coming up.
6:31 on this Monday. Take a look at this. This was a shot yesterday afternoon. Chad Lehman, Matt Elwell with you here. This out near Logan. Ice jam causing some flooding. Chief Meteorologist Mike Hurd sent these pictures. Says the National Weather Service had issued a flood advisory near Logan for lowland flooding. Waters have not reached County Road yet. River near Headwaters State Park, also considerable ice jams. Friday, Fish, Wildlife, and Parks closed a few fishing access sites near Ennis due to ice jam flooding. Not surprising with the temperatures we had.
And it's not going to get better. We're going to see a little thaw, a little bit more of the cold air, and we're going to add snow to it. It's going to be a mess here for a while.
We can't stress enough how dangerous those situations can be, because that can give way at any time.
Yeah,
so
and depending on where it is, it can be really nasty.
We'll
for
continue
sure.
to follow that.
Temperatures this morning hovering into the single digits for Bozeman and Butte, 14 below in West Yellowstone, according to our weather watcher Ken. Thank you for sending that in. It is cold out there, and today's going to be a windy one. That just adds insult to injury here in southwest Montana. Blowing and drifting snow without any snow falling is what we're going to get used to. Daytime temperatures back up into the low 30s, maybe even above freezing for once. Looks like the temperatures will cool down a little later this week. Bands of heavy snow. I've got a lot to talk about. We'll talk about it, of course, coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Matt. 6:32 now. It's 2022, and yes, it's another election year. In Montana, however, 2022 is decidedly down election year. First time in more than a decade without a presidential contest or U.S. Senate race. But as MTN's chief political reporter Mike Dennison tells us, there are a few things worth watching on the state's political landscape this year.
At this time 2 years ago in Montana, we'd already seen millions of dollars spent on high-profile contests for governor, U.S. Senate, and our sole U.S. House spot, which was an open seat. We also had the biggest general election turnout in Montana history by far, with an all-mail ballot hauling in an additional 95,000 plus voters over the previous record. But this year, we have almost no statewide races. But we do have something unusual, and easily the top Montana election story of 2022, 2 new congressional seats. Montana gained back a congressional seat after 30 years of just one statewide seat, thanks to population increases reflected in the 2020 census. That means the new Western District, or District 1, is an open seat, and a half dozen candidates are running. On the Republican side, former Congressman Ryan Zinke is the frontrunner, but he has primary competition from the political right, in the form of Kalispell surgeon Al Olszewski, who has failed in previous runs for governor and U.S. Senate, and Kalispell businesswoman and pastor Mary Todd. Democrats in the mix are Missoula attorney and former Olympic rower Monica Tranel, health policy expert Cora Newman of Bozeman, and former state representative Tom Winter of Missoula. None of them is well known, but they're hoping the political makeup of the new district gives them a shot. The district stretches from Glacier Park to Yellowstone Park and includes the Democratic-leaning cities of Bozeman, Missoula, Butte, and Anaconda. But it also includes Republican enclaves like Kalispell, Hamilton, and Northwest Montana, making it no easy road to victory for any Democrat. The Eastern Congressional District leans strongly Republican, giving incumbent Congressman Matt Rosendale a big edge. His most active opponent so far is outdoor writer and former teacher and pastor Jack Ballard of Red Lodge, a Democrat who's been stressing his ranching background in this mostly rural district, which also includes the cities of Helena, Billings, and Great Falls. Beyond these races, there's not much yet to get excited about, but that doesn't mean it can't get interesting. The only statewide races this year are for the Montana Supreme Court, which has been in the political crosshairs of Republicans, labeled as a possible enemy of new conservative laws. Justices Ingrid Gustafson and Jim Rice are up for re-election this year, but so far, no opponent has emerged in either race. We also have 2 seats up for election on the Public Service Commission, representing North Central and Northwest Montana. But the most intriguing thing here is whether those districts could get redrawn by a federal court. A lawsuit says the districts are not proportional, population-wise, and so far, a federal judge in Missoula has agreed. A hearing on the issue is scheduled this Friday. Finally, we have the Montana legislature, with 26 Senate seats and all 100 House seats up for grabs. The only question here, really, is how big will the Republicans' majorities be for the 2023 legislature? Can Democrats claw back some of the ground they lost in 2020? Or will they shrink to an even smaller minority status? The relevance of the Democratic Party in Montana is another political story we'll be taking a closer look at, probably next week. Also next week, candidate filing for 2022 gets underway on January 13th. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Now, Mike tells us candidates will have until mid-March to file for election in state and local races this year. Well, this week marks 1 year since the January 6th attack at the Capitol and the thwarted effort to stop President Joe Biden from taking office. Since that day, the FBI has been conducting a massive investigation, with many already being sentenced to jail. Our Joe St. George takes a closer look at the growing case and the unique tactics the FBI using to bring about justice.
The images from that day are still haunting to many, especially to those who were forced to take cover. January 6th still impacting Capitol Police, who drew their guns. 1 year later, you may be wondering what is happening to the thousands of men and women who broke into the Capitol that day. In short, they are being arrested slowly, with many going to jail. According to the Justice Department, there have been more than 700 arrests so far.
This is the largest investigation in FBI history.
Few journalists in the country have covered that day more than Ryan Riley, who's writing a book called Sedition Hunters, focusing on how January 6th rioters are getting arrested. While initially the FBI made arrests because of tips from family members or friends, once that stopped, facial recognition software became a popular tactic, especially since the event was so heavily photographed. But an even more important tool has been cell phone records. Search warrants can actually reveal which cell phones were inside the Capitol complex that day.
Anybody who entered the Capitol and had their cell phone on, that number is in a government database somewhere.
But the other way people are getting caught has little to do with the FBI and all to do with regular men and women at home using the internet and publicly available information to identify someone.
A lot of online sleuths have been identifying these people on their own.
Riley says people are actually spending their own time and money going through video like this to determine who needs to be brought to justice. See this man in the American flag jacket? Riley says a woman who was homesick with COVID-19 actually identified him before the FBI. His name, Robert Scott Palmer.
What this individual, Amy, and some other online sleuths were able to put together is that he had identified himself on a live stream later that evening. He got more than 5 years behind bars.
As far as where this massive case goes from here, the biggest challenge is simply the Justice Department's ability to keep prosecuting this many people. Riley says the resources aren't there to bring every potential case to trial. He speculates, though, there could still be as many as 2,000 more arrests. In Washington, I'm Joe St. George.
More to follow certainly on that. Meantime, 6:38, we're going to take a break.